יחי אדוננו מורד ורבינו מלך המשיח לעולם ועד. How's everybody doing? Hi everyone. Shalom uvracha. Peace and blessing to everyone who's joining our shir. Tomorrow Malchus, Parshas Tרומה. We'll also for break just a little bit afterwards. Talk about a few issues. So let's start with the Parshas Tרומה. The Rebbe is giving a magnificent, beautiful explanation. When Hashem asked the Jewish people to build the Mishkan, he asked them to contribute gold. Gold was the first contribution. And the Rebbe is asking why. That's a central question. Why is Hashem asking for gold? Even though Jews were rich, because every Jew was rich then. When we left Egypt, we took a lot of the gold, the silver, copper that the Egyptians had. But even though we took all of that, still Egyptians themselves didn't have so much gold. There was more gold, there was more silver and copper they had. So even though Jews were rich, they had a lot more silver and copper than gold. And besides, gold was not that necessary for the building of the Mishkan. Just a little bit of that was necessary. That's number one. And number two, Jews really contributed very little gold. All that was necessary for the construction of the Mishkan. So why is Hashem asking for gold first? The Rebbe starts the explanation, beautiful explanation, saying that Hashem is really not concerned so much about the gold itself. Hashem is not into business so much. I have a little cold, so I'm talking through my mouth, not through my nose. But Hashem is interested in the ones who are giving the gold, in the Jews. And the message is that Hashem is trying to convey to everyone is that we're starting off with gold to tell you that you are gold. Every Jew is gold. Every man, woman, and child is like gold. This is amazing. It's a whole revolution in the grasp, in the understanding of a Jew, that every Jew is gold. Every Jew is considered gold, whether he keeps Torah and mitzvahs, whether he looks like the Baba Sali, or whether he looks like just a regular guy off the street, with a short, and a shirt, and a cuckoo, ponytail, maybe a little tattoo over here, a little tattoo over there. He is gold. That's the reason why in the very early 50s already, the Rebbe had instructed Bachurim, young boys, to go out every Friday to the streets of Manhattan and Brooklyn. And basically, that was the Rebbe's instruction for all the yeshivas all over the world, that Friday is the day when we go out and put tefillin on every Jew. It could be a Jew walking and taking a stroll right over the beach. If we caught him and we pulled him over to the side and asked him to put on tefillin, and he agreed, that we do it. Put on tefillin. And back then, Jews were asking, a lot of Jews who were not Chabad were asking. Some actually asked the Rebbe by dollars, and some asked him by letters. They wrote the question to the Rebbe, how come the Rebbe is instructing his people to go and put tefillin on every Jew out there? Isn't that a desecration of Hashem's name? It's Chilul Hashem. You go out there and you're asking a Jew to put on tefillin. This Jew does not keep Torah mitzvahs. and he's just stretching out his arm and is agreeing that you put tefillin on him. But what change did it make in the Jew himself? How did it change him? How did it bring him closer to Hashem? What good did it do to him? He just did you a favor. Maybe he liked you, and he's doing you a favor. The Rebbe explained back then that this Jew's condition has nothing to do with the very fact that he's Jewish. Like the old saying goes, a Jew is a Jew is a Jew. The very fact that you're Jewish, you're gold. This is not prejudice. And this is not trying to place us Jews higher ranked than everyone else out there. It's just a fact. It's how Hashem created the world, and that's what He wanted, and that's what He's telling us in His Torah. So that's what it is. We don't know why. Not every question has an answer. That's just a fact. So every Jew is gold, and that's why the contribution to the Mishkan starts with gold. And everyone has to contribute. Every man, every woman, every child. You would think only the highest of the Jewish people would be responsible to build the Mishkan. The Mishkan is a little house where Hashem is going to reside. The ultimate, Hashem Himself, is going to reside. The highest level of holiness is going to reside in that little house over there. And yet, each and every Jew. So the Rebbe concludes by saying that every one of us should be very happy. First of all, because we're going into Adar. What does the Parsha of Truma have to do with Adar? The very fact, well, you know, Adar is the time that we are being happy and very happy, and we have to be happy. And every day we have to be happier. And the Rebbe says, each minute that goes by, we're adding in happiness, in joy and happiness. It's a little hard, especially nowadays, right? To practice a lot of joy and happiness in light of recent events. Heard about the shooting of those 17 young boys and girls that were killed from this idiot who ran off rampant in the high school. Was an ex-graduate of that school. Not graduate, he was kicked out of that school. And amongst those killed were also Jewish boys and girls, as far as I'm told. Well, more to talk about that, but let's finish off over here. The Rebbe has a directive. The very fact that a Jew knows, we're going to say, what is the connection between our Parsha Truma and the month of Adar? Because most years, Truma always begins the month of Adar. There has to be a connection. So first off, the Rebbe says that the very fact that a Jew knows that he's gold in Hashem's eyes. He's considered gold regardless of his condition, whether he keeps Torah and mitzvahs or not. That very knowledge should make him the happiest creature in the world. Then the Rebbe gives a few directives. First directive is, first of all, talking about gold, every Jew should put effort into becoming rich. Not just spiritually. Spiritually, become rich by learning. Increase your learning. You have to learn. I'm talking to myself now. I have to start learning like I should. I have to learn Mocha this morning every day. Every day. But also physically rich. The Rebbe actually says over there that every Jew is rich, physically rich. Not just spiritual, but physically rich. You just have to find it out. You just have to tap into his resources. Where's my resources? And then the Rebbe says, increase in all matters that bring joy. For yourself and for your surroundings, for all the people around you. Make your wife and kids happy. If you're a bacher, if you're a young boy in yeshiva, make yourself and your friends around you happy. Make them happy, literally. And anyone who starts off, take a head start. Don't wait, the Rebbe says, but start right away and add. Enjoy every day, and more. And every day that goes by will be happier and happier. And this is what the Rebbe left as directives. So our job is to be happy. And even though it's hard at times, it's not easy. There's a lot more reasons why not to be happy than reasons to be happy. But it reminds me of the story with the Hasidim from the Alter Rebbe, that back then came the opposition to the Alter Rebbe. It's called the Misnagdim, the ones who opposed Hasidus. And they came to the Rebbe, the first Rebbe in Chabad, the Alter Rebbe, the author of the Tanya and the Shulchan Aruch, and they came to him and told him that all your Hasidim are fake. In Hebrew, fake means tzavua. Tzavua is also another word for paint. It's like they're painted. They're not real. They're painted. So they said that to the Alter Rebbe, and the Alter Rebbe told them that if you deal with paint a lot and you always paint yourself, then some of that paint will stick to you. If it sticks to you, then that means it becomes you. If you pretend to be happy, you pretend enough, then Hashem will help you to become happy. It's true. So sometimes you have to fake it to make it, and it will work out. Even if it's not really you, but you're pretending. When Hashem sees that you're doing it for His sake, Hashem Shemaim, you're putting effort to do it because Hashem said so, Hashem will make it happen. That you will really be you. You will not fake it anymore. You will be happy. You yourself will be happy. I love this guy that I work with. His name is Nisim. So Nisim, I go to him every day. You hear this, Baruch? I go to him every day, and I tell him, Nisim, how's things? He says, beautiful. Beautiful every time. He's an older man. So he says, you're not supposed to complain. Never complain. Always says beautiful. Just waking up in the morning, I'm ready to go. And this morning, he told me, after what happened yesterday, you're still complaining? Look, you woke up in the morning. These guys didn't wake up. They went to school, they never came back. So, what have you got to complain about? He says to me. So I told him, I'm learning a lot from you. I really am. I'm really learning a lot from you. I'm picking up. I have so much more to learn from everyone. Guys, so what do you think about that shooting that took place, hey? First of all, I'm reminding myself that this video clip that I sent out to everyone, you can literally see this guy passing by the Rebbe, receiving $1, and he's telling the Rebbe that he's aware of a group of terrorists that are chasing him around to catch him and kill him. They're trying to track him down and kill him. I saw the video myself. The Rebbe told him, you just make sure that your mezuzahs, on your doorpost, all of them are good. And none of them is invalid, none of them is puzzle, and no one will be able to touch you. I saw the video myself. I saw that video. I was astounded. I was shocked. I'll tell you why. Because even in the times, the hardest times, that that we went through. When I say we, I mean our century, our time. A few years before I was born the end of '69, December 5th, 1969. But before my birth, I remember there was a massacre that took place in Kfar Chabad that the whole world was talking about. It was a big massacre. And naturally, they asked the Rebbe what to do, what caused this, and what to do. And the Rebbe said that what we have to do now is to go back to that place and revive it with more yeshiva, more Torah learning, more dancing, more happiness. This was has to take place. The Rebbe never instructed Chassidim or the world at large to arm yourself. Take guns, take weapons, learn martial arts, learn how to defend yourself. Never spoke along these lines. Never. And even at times when pogroms took place in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, when blessed memory Lapine, that woman, was murdered, sacrificed herself for Hashem just because she was Jewish. She was ambushed by a Schwarzer who tried to rape her. She fought him to death. And the Rebbe never told the citizens of Crown Heights the next day, go and acquire yourself a license to carry arms, to carry weapons. Go to a shooting range and learn how to shoot. Learn how to protect yourselves. No. The Rebbe said always, check your mezuzahs. Check your tefillin. Learn Torah. That's going to be your protection. That's why I tell a lot of my friends who carry arms, carry guns, that I don't think it's going to help you. If God forbid the time comes around for someone to go, they will go regardless whether they're armed or not. But if their mezuzah on the door is fixed and checked, they have more chances to survive. Definitely more chances to survive. And according to that video, no one will be able to touch you. The Rebbe said these words to him. I remember in the video. So, what else are we talking about? There's a lot more that I wanted to talk to you about. First of all, also, I was asked by the owner of this shul, Shara Tzion, the shul that I'm recording from right now, that to let everyone know there's a Shabbos davening over here starting at 8:30 in the morning. It's a beautiful, most delicious Kiddush sponsored by Rabbi David Cohen every Shabbos, right after davening. And so please, anyone who can help out, come and participate for the minyan, help out the minyan, Shachris. And the Rebbe gave also an incredible blessing to that shul, this shul over here. The Rebbe, we asked the Rebbe for a blessing from his holy letters, Igros Kodesh. And we opened up to a letter where the Rebbe says, Ohev Hashem Sharei Tzion. Hashem loves Sharei Tzion. We call Mishkan Yaakov. I have this letter actually framed up and posted up on the wall. And so I believe there's a great blessing to anyone who comes and helps out the shul. Every shul. But you got a specific blessing for this shul. And the Rebbe added at the bottom of that letter that this shul should be the source of life and vitality to all the settlements of that city. Very, very powerful blessing for this shul in particular. So there's a Shachris and there's a Mincha at 5:30. After that, there's also another Shalosh Seudah, another meal they will eat over here. Beautiful food and beautiful Kiddush and a beautiful minyan. So my good friends, I have one more announcement to make. I have my son's bar mitzvah next Thursday morning in Magen David Shul, 17100 Northeast 6th Avenue. I'm extending this invitation to everyone, all of you. Please come. It'll be 9 in the morning. We'll start. Have a luxurious breakfast. Barekas, tuna fish, lox, smoked fish, cream cheese, bagels, shakshuka. What else? We're going to get 6 tubs of ice cream. Beautiful. Going to be really, really luxurious. And I want each and every one of you, please, to come. Look, take this as a personal invitation. If I don't get one personal invitation to your hands, disregard that. Please come. 17100 Northeast 6th Avenue. Magen David Shul. Love you all. Hope to see you. B'ezrat Hashem, with the Rebbe Melech HaMashiach, Techef Miyad Mamash, now. Chi Adonai Moren Rabbeinu Melech HaMashiach Le'olam Vayed.